Well, everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. John here, and this is Zero Dark 30 blasting out of the bunker. And we're already off to just a screaming great start today. Oh, man. It would be nice if there was ever a morning when I woke up and things looked normal. I don't need to have world peace. I would like it, but I don't have to have it. But just normal. Right? I almost spit my coffee out through my nose. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Maxine Waters, who is affectionately, actually it's not real affection, who is facetiously ridiculed and referred to as Mad Maxine Waters. She's earned that title because she is an idiot. She's mad, I tell you. She's as mad as a hatter. Actually, she makes hatters look sane. So what is it that Mad Maxine has done? Well, this glittering jewel of ignorance, stupidity, and criminally low IQ. I say criminally because she has political authority, and she's one of the stupidest creatures to ever live. I mean, to find someone lower, you would have to go like, I don't even know where. But what she said is that Republicans are domestic terrorists. That seems rather innocuous. It seems rather weak. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, they're domestic terrorists. But there just comes a point where I say, okay, these words mean things. Who says them means things. Right? And I don't mean mean as in, that's not very nice. I mean mean, they mean things. Words have value. Values are acted upon. And this is where we're at, folks. We're political figures with incredible power call other human beings terrorists. Now, what is a terrorist? Well, a terrorist, by definition, is someone who uses threats or threats of violence. They use violence or threats of violence to accomplish a political end. You know, is she talking about just people in Congress, or is she talking about everyone in the country? Either way, it doesn't matter. There are not threats being thrown around. People are not using threats of violence and literal violence to accomplish their goals. And so a domestic person, someone who lives in this country, refers to a citizen, a domestic terrorist. They are inside the political boundaries of the United States of America. That is a domestic terrorist. Folks, we need to look at the way they use words to describe us, to describe anyone. See, I'm no one. I'm inconsequential. I don't have political power. I cannot pass laws. I cannot tell the police to come and get you. I don't have influence over people and sway their behavior so they go out in public and start burning police stations and assaulting people and destroying businesses and shutting down highways. That sounds like someone who's a domestic terrorist, huh? That's like someone who literally uses violence to get their way politically. That's what Mad Maxine is pushed for. That's how she got her nickname, is by being a proponent of violence for political gain. But in a world now, we need to look at where we're at. We're in a world where politics is a weapon, not just for the sake of politics or a political party, but it's literally used as a weapon to harm people. And not just harm people in politics, but harm people everywhere. And it used to be, well, if you want to get into politics, you got to play those games. Now it's on the fucking street. You can be singled out because you're a Republican, a member of the GOP, or because you even look like one or sound like one. And you can be targeted on the street, at a shopping center while you're getting food. You can be targeted while dropping your kids off at school or attending, that's right, a school board meeting. One of the most common forms of civic duty, going to a school board meeting. You can be singled out as a domestic terrorist by these other people and destroyed. You can have your job ruined. Folks, until you've been domestically terrorized by these people, it's hard to really get a notion or a handle on it. I guess if you've ever been picked on or victimized by someone that you couldn't do anything about, then you probably understand if you have felt that. And I guess all of us, in one way or another, to different levels, have discovered that. That is exactly what we have here. Who are the domestic terrorists? It is the people in this country trying to destroy this country. And so they accuse others of doing that which they themselves are performing. We're at war in this country. And it is not just politics. It's not just words coming from a vacuous idiot. These words mean things and they're having an effect. I'm not telling you to go commit acts of violence. They're the ones who are accusing. They're the ones who are saying they need to disrupt our lives, to get in our faces, to not allow us a moment's peace. They're the ones that say we're coming to your neighborhoods and we're going to fuck your shit up. They're the ones who are threatening our lives. They're the ones who are threatening our children. They're the ones who are saying you will take this poison or you're going to be castigated and ostracized. You're not going to be allowed to travel, to live. We're so close, folks. We're so close to having just this SHTF light go hardcore. Some days it feels like it. Some other days it feels like, well, no, the world's got its shit together. We can handle this. We can do this. Folks, I can do this. You can do this. Most Americans can't. They can't deal with it. And these lunatics pushing for war in Russia are the same lunatics who would push for war on our streets. The prize, folks, is owning this country. But in order to own it, they have to destroy it. Because it's based on moral, decent, sound, intellectual principles. They want this thing called democracy, which is mob rule. But really, they don't want democracy, folks. Because when voters vote, they don't want that. They don't want what the voters want. They just say they do. We're in for a world of hurt, and I really hope. I hope beyond all hope that you are prepared. Who are the domestic terrorists? They're the ones on the other side of the TV looking out at you. And they're not afraid to be themselves anymore, folks. Or someone like Mad Maxine can stand on the other side of that screen, can stand in front of a podium in Congress and call the majority of Americans terrorists. And they, folks, they're the enemy. Right? They know that freedom is what we're supposed to have, and they're the enemy of that, yet they call us domestic terrorists. It is unbelievable where we're at. Are you prepared?
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.